Welcome back to the Exposure History channel. Be sure to subscribe and like so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. Paris, 1945. The war has ended, life slowly resumes. This woman carries simple treasures, 1 baguette, 6 bottles of wine. Her arms strain, but her face reflects relief and resilience. Food and drink, once scarce, now symbolize recovery and celebration. The baguette, an eternal French staple, embodies survival and tradition. Wine represents joy, community, and the return of small freedoms. Every step she takes reflects hope for a renewed tomorrow. This candid moment captures victory's quiet aftermath in everyday French life. Alice Elizabeth Doherty was born in Minnesota in 1887. She became known as the Minnesota Woolly Girl in America. Alice had blonde hair covering her body about 2 inches long. Her condition was called hypertrichosis lanuginosa, a very rare disorder. She was the only person in the United States born with it. Her unusual appearance drew public attention during her early childhood years. Her parents exhibited her across various cities to earn a living. Despite fame, Alice lived quietly and away from the spotlight later. 3 sets of twins posed together for a portrait in 1895. Their identical features make the image both charming and unusual. The children stand carefully, dressed in neat clothing of the era. Photographs like this were rare, capturing family pride and unity. The portrait preserves a special moment of childhood and togetherness. It remains a fascinating glimpse into family life over a century ago. This rare 1866 photograph captures a real Japanese samurai in tradition. His armor gleams with detail, symbolizing centuries of honor and discipline. The katana rests proudly, more than a weapon, an emblem of warrior spirit. Every stitch and plate reveals dedication to heritage and protection. Samurai served as Japan's military elite, bound by the Bushido Code. This portrait freezes him between fading feudalism and coming modernization. By 1868, the Meiji Restoration began dismantling the samurai's old order. This image preserves their dignity, a vanished class standing in history. 3 elegant ladies ride their bicycles, capturing the effortless charm of the 1940s. Their dresses flow gracefully, blending practicality with unmistakable vintage style. Each hairstyle reflects the decade, soft curls, waves, and polished poise. The bicycles symbolize independence, freedom, and everyday resilience during challenging times. Wartime shortages made cars rare, so bicycles became trusted companions. Yet fashion never faded. Women expressed pride through clothes and hair. This photograph radiates confidence, friendship, and beauty despite global uncertainty. A timeless reminder of strength and grace on 2 wheels. In 1937, Stage Door brought 2 legends together. Katharine Hepburn and Ginger Rogers shared the screen with brilliance. The film followed aspiring actresses chasing dreams in New York. Hepburn played a determined newcomer with passion and depth. Rogers shined as a witty, experienced performer full of charm. Their chemistry made the story unforgettable for audiences. This photograph preserves Hollywood's golden era at its finest. Lily Tomlin and John Travolta stand together in 1977. They attended the premiere of Saturday Night Fever. Travolta's rising stardom defined disco culture during this era. Lily Tomlin brought charm and wit to the evening. The night marked a key moment in pop culture history. This photo captures 2 icons at the height of fame. In the 1990s, MIT pioneered wearable computing experiments. Students and researchers designed devices worn directly on the body. Bulky headsets and backpacks carried computers, cameras, and processors. These prototypes aimed to merge daily life with constant digital access. The project imagined a future of hands-free information everywhere. Though large and awkward, these inventions paved paths for today's wearables. Smartwatches, AR glasses, and fitness trackers trace roots to this era. A Filipino-American family poses proudly for a portrait in 1912. The setting is the Philippines during a period of change. Family portraits like this captured pride, unity, and heritage. Traditional attire blends with early 20th century Western clothing styles. Such images preserve personal stories within larger historical transitions. This photograph reflects identity, resilience, and the importance of family. Freddie Mercury and David Bowie share a moment backstage, 1985. They were at the legendary Live Aid concert in London. Both artists defined music with their talent and charisma. Live Aid united musicians to raise funds for famine relief. This rare backstage photo shows friendship behind global stardom. Two icons, one stage, and a timeless cause in history. Kenny Baker enjoys lunch during filming in Tunisia, 1976. He played the beloved droid R2-D2 in Star Wars. Behind-the-scenes moments show the human side of filmmaking. Tunisia's desert served as the backdrop for Tatooine scenes. This quiet moment contrasts with the movie's epic adventure. It captures the blend of hard work and simple breaks. Italian laborers pose for a photograph in Louisiana taken in 1899. Many had arrived seeking better opportunities in the United States. Their work was often hard, involving farming, construction, and manual labor. Louisiana became home to one of the largest Italian communities. The photo captures resilience and determination during challenging times. It reflects the immigrant struggle for survival and new beginnings. Lauren Bacall and Humphrey Bogart on their wedding day, 1945. They married in a quiet ceremony away from Hollywood's spotlight. Their love story became one of cinema's most famous romances. This photograph captures their joy at the start of married life, a timeless image of two stars bound by love, not fame. Cowboys enjoy drinks at the Equity Bar in Old Tascosa, Texas, 1907. The bar was a popular gathering spot for ranchers and drifters. Tascosa was once known as the cowboy capital of the Panhandle. This image captures friendship, laughter, and life in a frontier town, a rare glimpse into cowboy culture during the fading Wild West. In 1938, two women spar on a city rooftop. Gloves raised, they face each other with determination and energy. Boxing wasn't just a men's sport. Women embraced it too. Their training combined strength, balance, and resilience under open skies. Urban rooftops often doubled as gyms for creative workouts. This photo shows women breaking barriers with every punch. It reflects empowerment, courage, and changing roles of women worldwide. A woman talks on a phone at Heathrow Airport, London, 1980s. She stands near the terminal holding the receiver to her ear. Passengers move around, carrying luggage and walking through the busy airport. Clothing and hairstyles reflect early 1980s London fashion trends clearly. The telephone captures a moment before mobile phones became common worldwide. The photograph shows travel, communication, and daily life at a major airport. It preserves a simple, everyday scene from London's bustling airport decades ago. In 1931, New York's skyline reached new heights. An iron worker stands boldly atop the Chrysler Building. He extends his hand, touching the very tip with ease. No safety gear, only courage and steady balance. The city spreads below, vast and full of ambition. Such workers built America's iconic skyscrapers with strength and skill. Their bravery turned steel and stone into lasting monuments. This photograph captures human daring against the urban sky. Gamblers gather around a faro table in Arizona, 1895. Faro was one of the most popular card games in the West. The saloon is filled with smoke, noise, and anticipation. Each player places bets, hoping for fortune in the turn. Faro often led to heated disputes and quick tempers. This photograph captures a lively moment in frontier gambling history. President George H.W. Bush uses a secure phone while golfing, 1991. He holds the handset, concentrating on an important conversation during play. The golf course shows trees, green grass, and open fairways behind him. This phone represents advanced, secure technology for presidential communication at the time. Aides are likely nearby, maintaining security and supporting his call efficiently. The photograph blends leisure, leadership, and technology in a single, rare moment. It preserves a unique glimpse of a president working outside the Oval Office. F1 legends Niki Lauda and James Hunt share a laugh by the pit wall, 1970. Both drivers are dressed in racing suits, ready for high-speed competition. The pit wall shows team members, tools, and race preparation in progress. Their relaxed expressions contrast the tension of the track and upcoming race. The photograph captures camaraderie and rivalry between two iconic Formula One champions. Helmets and tires are visible, hinting at the intensity of professional racing. A group of people dance in an East German disco club, 1975. Disco lights flash across the room, illuminating dancers in colorful outfits. Men and women move to the beat, enjoying music and nightlife together. Hairstyles and fashion reflect mid-1970s trends in Eastern Europe clearly. The photograph captures energy, social life, and youth culture under socialism. Tables and drinks are visible, showing the casual, lively atmosphere of the club. It preserves a rare glimpse of East German nightlife from decades ago. A rural U.S. mail carrier sits proudly with his horse and wagon. The Harrington Light Runner mail wagon was designed for rough roads. Its sturdy build allowed carriers to travel long distances with reliability. The horse patiently waits, harnessed and steady, ready for the day's route. Mailbags rest inside the wagon, filled with letters and parcels for delivery. Rural communities relied on carriers like him for vital communication and news. This 1912 photograph preserves a piece of early American postal history. It shows dedication, endurance, and connection in a simpler, slower era. Jane Mansfield sits lovingly with her 3 young children in 1967. Her sons, Miklos and Zoltan, smile warmly beside their mother. Her daughter Mariska, just a toddler, rests close to Jane. The family moment feels tender despite Mansfield's glamorous Hollywood life. Behind the fame, she was devoted to her children's happiness. This photo captures her softer, nurturing side, often unseen. It shows family bonds stronger than fame or public image. A timeless glimpse of love within a famous household. A father works carefully in his small shoe repair shop. His young son stands nearby, watching him with admiration. The wooden shelves hold boots, tools, and worn leather pieces. Shoe repair was hard work yet vital for communities. In early 1900s Connecticut, such shops supported everyday families. The father teaches patience, skill, and pride in craftsmanship. The son learns through quiet observation and guidance. This image preserves a moment of family and tradition. A Maori woman poses proudly in 1905 New Zealand. Her face displays moko kawai, the sacred chin tattoo of women. Each line holds deep cultural meaning, identity, and ancestral connection. Moko tattoos were carved, not inked, using chisels called uhi. They marked status, heritage, and life's important milestones. Her cloak, likely woven from flax, reflects Maori tradition. This photograph captures dignity, resilience, and cultural pride. A timeless image of heritage preserved through art on skin. 2 lumberjacks pose beside felled trees in 1929 wilderness. They wear heavy leather boots, suspenders, and brimmed hats. Axes rest by their sides, tools of their rugged trade. Their faces show strength, determination, and weathered hands. In 1929, logging meant long workdays in harsh, remote forests. These men depended on muscle, skill, and sharp saws. Pine, fir, or cedar trunks lie piled behind them. This photograph preserves a moment of tough labor and forgotten woods. This photograph shows a mobile telephone claimed to be from 1880. The device weighs around 10 pounds, making it very heavy. It looks more like a wooden box than a phone. The design includes a receiver and a transmitter for sound. Such technology seems unusual for the late 19th century. Its claimed mobility is difficult to imagine with this size. The photograph often sparks debate about its authenticity and accuracy. Whether real or mistaken, it shows early ideas of communication. In 1912, an immigrant arrived from the Ottoman Empire. He steps onto American soil, carrying dreams of a new life. The journey was long, filled with uncertainty and hardship. Like many others, he sought freedom and opportunity in America. His clothing reflects his homeland, while his eyes show determination. This moment represents countless stories of courage and migration. A single man, yet part of a larger movement. Hope and struggle define the immigrant experience of that era. In 1966, families loved road trips across America. A camper sat proudly on the truck. The family loaded up supplies, children, and excited laughter. Route 66 was the highway of dreams and freedom. Small diners, gas stations, and motels lined the journey. Every mile held adventure under open skies and sunshine. This photo captures a timeless moment of family travel. A young boy sits proudly, holding his cat in 1890. He dresses neatly, hair combed, perhaps for a formal portrait. The cat looks calm, resting in the boy's gentle arms. Their connection feels tender, a silent companionship between child and pet. In 1890, few pictures captured these small private moments like this. This photograph preserves innocence, warmth, and friendship across time. A young woman sits calmly, painting her nails in 1970. Beside her, a hairdryer keeps her curls in place. She multitasks effortlessly, caring for beauty in a casual moment. The scene reflects everyday life and personal style of the 1970s. It shows how women embraced self-care in ordinary daily routines. Captured in a candid way, it feels timeless and relatable. Katharine Hepburn sits with her niece Katherine Houghton in 1967. They are on the set of Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. The film tackled race and marriage during a changing America. Hepburn delivered one of her most powerful performances here. Houghton starred alongside legends like Sidney Poitier and Spencer Tracy. This behind-the-scenes photo shows family bonds on a historic set. The Mechanical Man of the Future was displayed in Philadelphia, 1936. This robot appeared during the city's New Year's Day parade celebration. Crowds gathered to see the strange invention moving through the streets. It represented early visions of technology shaping everyday life ahead. Though simple by today's standards, it amazed people at the time. The figure stood as a symbol of futuristic dreams and progress. On May 6, 1937, Hollywood stars gathered for a wedding. Norma Shearer Thalberg, Irving Thalberg, and Jean Harlow attended the event. They came to celebrate the marriage of scriptwriter Carey Wilson. His bride, actress Carmelita, stood by his side with joy. The photograph captures Hollywood's golden age of glamour and fame. It preserves a moment where cinema's icons joined in celebration. The opening of Ellis Island in 1892 marked a new era. It became the main entry point for immigrants arriving in America. Thousands passed through its halls seeking freedom and opportunity. The island's registry recorded names and dreams of new lives. Doctors and officials examined arrivals before entry into the country. For many, Ellis Island symbolized hope and a fresh beginning. A postman empties a mailbox attached to a German tram. This scene was captured in Berlin during the year 1920. Mail collection was efficient, using trams as mobile post offices. The system connected neighborhoods quickly in a growing urban environment. Such practices reveal daily routines of post-war German city life. It shows innovation in adapting public transport for civic duties. A mother carefully tends her young son's wound in 1917. The moment shows care and love during difficult times of war. Families endured hardship, but daily life and bonds continued strongly. This photograph captures resilience, tenderness, and humanity in uncertain years. It reminds us how parental care shines even in troubled times. In 1940, Packard became the first car with factory-installed air conditioning. This innovation marked a new era of comfort in automobiles. By 1969, over half of all cars sold included air conditioning. What began as a luxury soon became a standard expectation. It shows how quickly technology shaped everyday driving experiences. In the 1950s, airlines introduced skycots for traveling infants. These small cradles were attached to the overhead luggage bin. Parents could place their babies inside during the flight. The design aimed to give comfort and free parents' arms. It reflected both creativity and safety ideas of mid-century air travel. Residents of West Berlin show their children to grandparents across the barrier, 1961. The Berlin Wall separates the families, creating a tense but poignant moment. Children lean toward their grandparents, waving and smiling through the restricted passage. Adults display hope and longing, bridging the physical and political divide carefully. Clothing and hairstyles reflect early 1960s West Berlin fashion trends clearly. In 1957, the Golden Globe Awards brought together Hollywood stars. Elizabeth Taylor appeared alongside her husband, producer Mike Todd. Beside them was actress Debbie Reynolds, radiant in her gown. The trio captured the glamour of cinema's golden era. This photograph reflects elegance, fame, and timeless Hollywood charm. Three friends posed together, showing 1960s hairstyles and clothing styles. Their outfits reflect bold patterns, bright colors, and personal expression. The hairstyles capture the iconic volume and flair of the decade. This photo highlights youth culture and fashion trends of the 1960s. It's a lively glimpse into friendship and style from the past. Agatha Christie enjoyed skating with friends on Torquay Pier around 1910. Before fame, she lived a youthful, carefree life near the seaside. Christie grew up in Devon, surrounded by family and seaside culture. Roller skating was a popular leisure activity during the Edwardian era. This photograph captures her as a teenager, happy and full of energy. No one then knew she would become history's best-selling crime novelist. Her early years were filled with curiosity, books, and seaside adventures. This simple moment reflects her ordinary life before extraordinary literary success. Inside this Georgetown dorm room in 1946, students made small spaces their home. Beds are pushed close, desks crowded with books and lamps, clothing drapes over chairs, showing busy student routines and priorities. A radio sits in the corner, technology bringing news and music to campus. Windows show light filtering in, some curtains drawn to create privacy. Shelves hold personal things, letters, photos, small knickknacks of comfort. This photo captures college life just after World War II, hopeful yet frugal. They made do with what they had, building memories inside walls. A family visits their cousin's house in 1980 on a sunny day. Children run and laugh while adults chat and enjoy the casual gathering. The living room shows typical 1980s decor with patterned wallpaper and furniture. Clothes, hairstyles, and accessories reflect fashion trends of the early 80s. The photograph captures warmth, connection, and everyday life among extended family members. It preserves a joyful moment of family bonding from decades ago. Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor posed together in Paris, 1965, looking glamorous. Both are dressed elegantly, reflecting high fashion and celebrity style of the era. The Eiffel Tower and Parisian streets provide a scenic backdrop for the photograph. They hold hands, smiling, showing their famous chemistry and public affection. Photographers capture the couple, symbolizing Hollywood glamour meeting European sophistication in the 60s. Shadows and sunlight highlight their features, adding depth and warmth to the image. An ambrotype shows a mother holding a joyous baby, 1860. The baby smiles widely, radiating happiness and innocence in the photograph. The mother looks lovingly at her child, holding them securely in her arms. Clothing reflects mid-19th century style, with detailed fabrics and formal attire. The background is simple, focusing attention entirely on the mother and baby. The photograph captures tenderness, love, and early family portrait traditions clearly. It preserves a precious, intimate moment from over 160 years ago. Children play on a set of submerged cartwheels in 1898. They balance carefully, enjoying their playful summer adventure. A small toy boat floats nearby, adding to their joy. Water ripples reflect light, making the scene feel timeless and peaceful. Their clothes are simple, typical of late 19th century children. The photograph captures laughter, innocence, and imagination in everyday life. Moments like these remind us of childhood's pure and simple happiness. The image preserves carefree joy from a world long past. In 1958, London saw its first strip club open. It marked a bold shift in the city's nightlife scene. The club introduced performances unseen before in traditional entertainment venues. Crowds gathered, curious about this daring new cultural attraction. For some, it was shocking. For others, thrilling and modern. The opening reflected changing attitudes toward freedom and expression. This small venue sparked debates about morality, art, and society. A performer pauses mid-routine at Club Samoa in New York City. The year is 1950, and nightlife is alive with smoke, jazz, and neon. Photographer Bert Glynn captures the scene with raw, candid energy. The dancers' confidence and poise reflect post-war America's changing culture. Clubs like Samoa offered escape, allure, and the thrill of the forbidden. Her presence under the spotlight embodies both glamour and grit. This image freezes a fleeting moment of performance and liberation. It remains a window into the city's vibrant, provocative nightlife of the era. In 1911, electric cars were already part of everyday transportation. This photo shows a car being charged quietly inside a garage. The setup looks simple, yet advanced for the early 20th century. People believed electric vehicles were the future of clean travel. They were silent, easy to operate, and required no hand cranking. We often think electric cars are a modern creation today, but history proves the idea existed more than a century ago. The one-room schoolhouse shaped rural American education for generations. Small wooden buildings held mixed-age students under one teacher's guidance. Lessons included reading, writing, arithmetic, and simple moral instruction. Older students often helped younger classmates in cooperative learning. The schoolhouse doubled as a community hub for meetings and gatherings. Families valued these schools despite irregular attendance during farm seasons. By mid-century, centralized schools and buses replaced the one-room tradition. Today, preserved schoolhouses remain symbols of resilience and rural self-reliance. In the 1930s, families often enjoyed outdoor picnics beside their cars. This photo shows a family relaxing together near their shiny new automobile. The car symbolized progress, comfort, and pride during this changing decade. People brought baskets of food, blankets, and drinks for their outings. Picnics offered relief from daily struggles of the Great Depression years. Cars gave freedom, making countryside trips and family gatherings more accessible. This photo shows the U.S. mail experimental vehicle from 1912. It used an Indian motorcycle fitted with a front mail carrier box. The design was created to make deliveries faster in busy towns. The rider balanced speed with the responsibility of carrying postal items. This experiment marked a step forward in America's postal transportation history. Machines like this paved the way for modern mail service vehicles. In 1954, Marilyn Monroe entertained American troops during the Korean War. The show was organized under the title Anything Goes. Almost 100,000 soldiers gathered to watch her perform with excitement. For the troops, her presence brought joy and a sense of home. She sang, danced, and joked, lifting spirits during difficult times. The event became one of Monroe's most remembered appearances for the military. In 1909, women stand outside the Klondike Dance Hall and Saloon. The hall was a popular gathering place in many small communities. Dance halls offered music, social interaction, and entertainment for townsfolk and travelers. Women played an important role in shaping these cultural meeting spaces. They often came with friends or families to enjoy the evening. The saloon also served as a spot for conversation and news. This photo shows festival goers at Woodstock wearing hippie-style clothing, 1969. Tie-dye shirts splash color across cotton fabrics, bright, loose, expressive. Bell-bottom pants flare wide, echoing youthful freedom and countercultural rebellion. Many wear headbands, beads, sandals, often barefoot to embrace earthiness. Patterns swirl, psychedelic, floral, ethnic, mixing global elements into roadside fashion. Crochet tops, flowing skirts, fringed vests float amidst muddy fields. Their hair is long, natural, wild, untamed by mainstream trends. Woodstock's fashion rejected polish. It embraced comfort, creativity, and personal statement. Two young boys stand quietly, watching American soldiers pass through town. The streets of St. Lo show scars from brutal wartime battles. Buildings lie shattered, smoke lingers, and rubble covers the broken ground. Despite destruction, the boys' eyes follow the advancing, liberating soldiers. American jeeps roll forward, engines loud against the town's silence. Hope slowly returns, even while ruins remind everyone of immense loss. For these boys, freedom arrives wrapped in courage and sacrifice. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on anything.